with Johanna Dinsdale from Multitherapy. I am a clinical hypnotist slash qualifying psychotherapist here in Toronto, Canada. And today we got a especially spooky kind of topic to talk about. We are going to be talking about your dark side. So, specifically, have you ever thought about your dark side? Have you ever considered that you might have one and what that would look like? Now, I like to talk about these specific things because I think it's important to understand all parts of ourselves, the good, the bad, and sometimes we try to hide the bad parts of ourselves, right? We feel a little bit maybe ashamed, a little bit scared to share those parts of ourselves. But hey, guess what? Everybody has somewhat of a dark side. Now, what could that look like for you? Specifically, I kind of encourage you to think about what your dark side would look like. So, for example, if you kind of close your eyes and imagine this, and you imagined like the evil version of you, kind of like that Superman situation where there's like a evil Superman. I can't remember his name. He does have a specific name. But yeah, picture that guy in your mind's eye and picture your version of the evil part of you. Hi, David. Welcome to the chat. It's great to hear you. And also, happy New Year's Eve, guys. It is New Year's Eve 2025 going into 2026. And it is a very exciting time, guys. I am in a special hotel, as you can see. So I appreciate everyone who is able to move their schedules over. I am doing a big celebration with the family. So this is going to be a little bit of a quick live stream, but a very important one because we're talking all things dark and mysterious. Hey, Nicholas Shaden, how are you? Good morning. I hope you guys are doing something fun for New Year's Eve. If you are, please let me know in the chat what you are doing. I would love to hear about it. Yeah, so let's dive into why we kind of have a dark part of ourselves. Let me tell you, dark, like your evil, quote unquote, side of you can be a lot of different things, right? It can be specifically about things that you are repressing. It can be about really anything. It can be something that you feel ashamed of, that you feel angry about. Maybe you're holding a little bit of anger in your heart. And yeah, it's all about understanding what exactly that is. So, for example, if I kind of picture my evil version, I think I would be a very selfish individual. I think that's what I fear the most, is that I'm a selfish person. So, you have to think about why that is. Why did that come into my head for the first, like when I think about an evil version of me? Perhaps it's because I've been selfish in the past and this is something that I want to work on, that I want to be aware about. Hey, that hoodie guy, how's it going? How are you feeling, David? You're not going to share your dark version? That's quite all right. It's not for everybody. And again, like this is something you don't have to share about if you don't want to. You can just do that inner work. As a hypnotist, we often say, it's really good to do that inner work. You don't have to necessarily talk and, share in order to do that work. That's the fun part about hypnosis. It's a lot of, just closing your eyes, imagining the work, and it works just as well. Am I feeling okay? I'm feeling a little sick, David. Not gonna lie, but it's okay. I will feel better soon, I'm sure. Jeff Lewis, you got your braces yesterday. Oh my gosh, congratulations. That's exciting. I feel like I might need braces eventually. My tooth is getting very turned in right here. But, it is what it is. I think it makes me unique. But again, if braces are important for you and those straight teeth will give you a lot of confidence, why not, eh? Again, I could go off on a side tangent about specifics around the plastic surgeries. And again, like We talked about this. As a therapist, I'm not here to convince you one way or another. It's not about that. It's about finding what makes you happy. So if you love plastic surgery, that's okay. We could just say, all right, let's understand why you love plastic surgery so much. Let's understand why you're doing this. You're okay with the risk. Okay, that's great, right? Like as long as you explore that fully. Jennifer Briggs, do I have a dog or a cat? I have a dog actually. We call her the Hypno Hound. She is a beautiful 10-year-old German Shepherd Husky, and she is great. We love her. She didn't make us to the trip this year. We do like a little hotel trip sometimes for the New Year's, so she's at her doggy hotel, and she loves it there. She's friends with all the staff there. I have not done any plastic surgery, Chris. Skippy, your feelings contradict reality. Would you tell you to trust your feelings? Skippy, that's a really deep philosophical question. I really like that question. I think, yeah, it sounds like if you're contradicting reality, that might be a little bit of a case of, like delusional thinking. So, yeah, it can be tough when you're questioning reality. You think that your thoughts aren't aligning with reality. In that case, I would highly recommend, yeah, professional help because, yeah, it takes a lot of work to kind of understand the difference between reality and not reality if you're having issues with delusional thinking. And that's not being rude or anything. I'm just saying some delusion, by definition, is having thoughts that aren't based in reality, right? Jennifer, you're my son? What? No, I do not, Chris. No, I didn't see your fact of the day, David. Your wingspan is 88 and 3/4 inches. Wow, that's a big wingspan. I love the term wingspan. That's fun. Rosa, welcome. No, no, no. You're Jennifer's son. Like, I'm her son. Oh, okay. Well, welcome, Jennifer's son, to the group chat. Stevie says you love Canada and its exports like maple syrup and Mike Myers. Absolutely, guys. That's a very good export, that's for sure. I just had some maple syrup crepes and goodness, it was delicious. I do love that. But let me try to be a little bit more dark since we're talking dark parts, guys. That's what the topic is today. We talked about why we have a dark part of us. It's usually based in shame, resentment, anger, whatnot, okay? So we are going to dive deep into parts therapy, okay? If you feel like you have this darker part of you and you're really struggling with it, obviously, number one, get professional help because having this dark part of you, it takes a while to understand and to kind of untangle it and understand why you're feeling like you're struggling against it, okay? In parts therapy, we are talking about something called the internal system family conflict. So that's where there's different parts of you that do different things. So, for example, you might have a manager part of you. So that's the part of you that's like very organized, really goals orientated. You might have another part of you, which is like the inner child. It's kind of like the more immature version of you that is just trying to have fun, just trying to, get wild, looking for attention, looking for reassurance, right? And then there can be this darker part of you, right? It's trying to figure out and understand what that part wants from you. So, like I used for my example, the selfishness part. If I like close my eyes and I imagine evil Jorb, okay? I am imagining this like evil person who's super selfish, just does whatever she wants and like hurts people around her. I'm saying, okay, there's this part of me that wants to be selfish. Why? Why is this my biggest fear? Let's get really deep into that. Maybe it's because I was selfish in the past and I've learned from that and I'm scared about going back to that, right? Exactly. So, for example, if you guys know, I stopped drinking 8 years ago, and that was due to the fact that I felt out of control with that. So, that's one of my fears too, is right? It's like I don't have control over my own actions. So, once we understand that evil version of ourselves, you guys can feel free to share into the chat if that's something you want to explore further. We can kind of debunk or like dive deep into some of these things. What does your evil version look like and why? Steve England just watched Austin Powers. Very good. That, yeah, Mike Myers is kind of, he's not quite my cup of tea, but he is funny. He does have his moments, that's for sure. Therapists have to do EMDR. Yeah, EMDR is a great specific treatment usually used for PTSD. It's the version of reprocessing traumatic events in a nice, safe, comfortable space. Lace de Peonia. Lace. Canada is so lucky to have you. Oh, thanks, Lace. That's really nice. Hi, Perry the Platypus. Wow, I never thought a platypus would be on our chat. That's exciting. So groovy, baby. Perry knows about Mike Myers, huh? Jennifer. Do-do-do. Scientists are on the way to bring some diamonds back from space and forget it will be richer than Elon Musk. That's exciting. I haven't heard about all that. My dad's really into outer space, but I wouldn't say I'm definitely the what do you call it, the expert on any of that. I could probably name all of the planets. That's something I can do. Hey, where's Perry? Here's Perry. There you are, Perry. Oh my gosh, you guys are so funny. You're cracking me up. Host, do I still remember the Family Feud? Yes, I do. Fun fact, guys, I was on Family Feud Canada and we won $10,000. It was great. Undefeated, guys. They had to kick us off the show because we just kept winning. After 3 episodes, they say you're cut off. Jennifer Briggs, because this award will happen, the whole thing we're able to bring here, I think the whole earth will be rich. Yeah, that'd be interesting, huh? Well, that's the thing, right, Jen? Like, if Jen's son, sorry. If you bring a bunch of diamonds back, are they really worth anything anymore? Ooh. Buona Beast. I can't find a therapist to connect with that will do EMDR. They say we don't have trust. Yes, you do have PTSD. How long do you have to work with a therapist for EMDR? I'm sorry to hear that you're having a hard time finding one. It's true. It's a specific certification that you have to do. Actually, that's on my list of things to get, is that specific certification in EMDR. But I say, Beast, if you need that help, don't give up. Just keep doing like the free consultations until you find somebody that's a good match for you. A lot of therapists do have the free consultation, so I would recommend checking that out if you can. Perry the Platypus. Catching up. Jennifer Briggs, I do not have any cats. No, my dog does not do well with cats, unfortunately. Nicholas. Am I still watching Buffy? Oh no, I watched about 5 episodes, I think, of Buffy the Vampire Slayer, but I loved it. It was such a trip. I've just been kind of crunched for time, but I definitely want to get back and watch the rest of it. Hey, that's okay. I get it's the holiday season. I don't think a lot of our bodyguard mods can make it on. That's okay. I am a qualifying psychotherapist slash clinical hypnotist, Perry. Do-do-do. Yeah, no problem, bees. Good luck searching for that connection. It's worth the search, let me tell you. That's why I tell people who are looking for romantic relationships too. I say it's a lot of hard work, but if this is your goal, if you feel like you really want a partner in life, don't give up after a few bad dates, okay? If this is something that means a lot to you, yeah, just go for it. Follow your dreams. Perry, are you in Canada? That's the big thing. You can get a free 15-minute phone consultation with me, guys. But I highly recommend you checking out my website. That I can only work with Canadians at the moment, so yeah, you gotta be in Canada. Okay, so we talked a little bit about the different parts of you, right? And specifically, if you are hoping to work through those dark parts, let's talk about things you can do, all right? If you're feeling like there's this dark part of you creeping in, for example, let's see, let's use my selfish version. All right, I'm having a conversation and I start to feel that dark part of me creeping in, the selfish part of me. Firstly, identifying what it is, okay? Okay, I'm being selfish. So, for example, it's like a bunch of your friend group all want to go to the movies, and I'm saying, absolutely not. I want to go to the arcade. And then that dark part of me, I'm like, oh, I think I've identified it. I'm being selfish in this situation. Like the majority of people here want to go, and I'm expressing my needs, which is great. But at the same time, it's like you want to balance it out. Absolutely. You don't want to force a bunch of people to do something that they don't want to do. Okay, so understanding what this selfish part of you is trying to tell you. Often our dark parts do have a message for us, do have something that they are either trying to protect you from or tell you something. So for this specific thing, it might be, okay, I am being selfish right now because I often don't get my way. So I really double down these days. The selfish part of you is saying it's not fair. You shouldn't have to do what everybody else wants to do. I should be able to do what I want. Why doesn't my thing matter? And then it's like, yeah, shifting the perspective. Okay, so this part of me is trying to tell me that this isn't fair. Is that the reality? Is this distorted thinking, right? We talked about that. I think somebody mentioned in the comment if there is kind of that distorted thinking. You can check in with that and go from there. And again, if you need some extra support to talk it out, have that therapist, right? And say, I have been struggling with this dark part of me, quote unquote. How can I move past this? How can I work together with that person? Often we try to shut down these parts of us, but it doesn't have to be that way, guys. You can work together with all parts of you. That's kind of the premise of parts therapy, is that you're not trying to shut down any part of you. You're trying to understand it and work with it together. So for example, that selfish part of me is saying, it's not fair, I never get my way. It's like, okay, I hear you. You're trying to protect me. You're trying to have have things your way because we didn't get that often in the past. But I'm here to tell you that we are adults. We can do what we want. I understand that you feel like we can't, but in this choice, I'm choosing to do something for my friends. I'm choosing to be selfless because, the next time I believe that my friends will, hopefully compromise and do something that we all want to do instead of just what they want to do. Again, that's just as an example. Perry. At this moment, should we let our guard down and go with the flow? Do whatever you feel like, Perry. Perry, Perry, Perry. Oh no, is it lagging? Sorry guys, this is like hotel internet, so I'm not sure how bad the internet will be. Da, da, da. Oh, that's great, Jen. I appreciate that. Perry says, I did so many therapy, I saved hundreds of marriages. What, Perry? Do I look 15? Is that what you're saying, or are you 15? I'm definitely not 15. I am old AF, guys. I'm feeling very old this year. How about you? Okay, guys, unfortunately, I do have to run soon, so I just want to leave things off with New Year's resolutions, okay, guys? So for me, I'm going to let my dark side fly. I'm going to do some selfish things to make it happy, but not too many selfish things that I ruin relationships. So for example, I might carve out some time at the hotel just to do something just for me, okay? That's appeasing my selfish side, but not too much that people are gonna feel that I'm avoiding them. You see, it's all about balance, absolutely. Da, 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 da. David, stop lying to the group chat. I'm not 27. Alright, guys. Well, Doomsdale wants to know what you're doing for this New Year's Eve. Resolutions for me. Yeah, just appeasing a little bit of the dark side, not too much. Just remembering that your dark side is just a part of you, right? That got stuck in some kind of pattern of thinking a long time ago, and it's tired. It's just trying to tell you. It's just trying to help you out and, yeah, achieve something. And let's see, guys. Wow, they added a lot of buttons on these live streams. Okay, I can play games on here now. That's fun. Okay, I'll have to explore this later, guys. Unfortunately, I do have to head out soon. We believe David, sorceress. Where is dark? Where there is dark, there is light. That's beautiful, Perry. That's a beautiful quote. I never thought Perry the Platypus would be so deep. Jennifer Briggs, well, for your New Year's love evolution, you're going to try to stay up all night and celebrate. Love that. That's great. Until 2026. Oh, thanks, Sangavi. Yeah, when will you back? When you leave the chat. So I think I did this wrong. I was gonna do a late night one tonight so you guys could see all the festivities at the hotel. They do a balloon drop. They do all sorts of fun stuff. But I think I have my next one scheduled for tomorrow at 11. So we'll do that instead, guys. Maybe I'll take a little video and show it as a short. I think that will be fun. And I wish you all the best, you guys, for this 2026. This is the year of our good mental health era, okay? Being a little bit dark side, little bit good side, okay? Whatever makes you guys feel good and balanced. All right. Oh, hi, Vicus. Sorry, I'm about to head out, but I'm glad you could catch the end of things. Yeah, so tomorrow at 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, guys, will be the next time I come on. Hi, Christian. Yeah, wishing you all the best, Vicus. Happy New Year. Happy New Year to everybody. Tomorrow at 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we will hop on. All right? Take care, guys. Bye. How do I hang up? Bye.